Hello everybody, welcome back. If you're coming back or even if you're new, please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. All helps here on YouTube. Today we have our final two games in the Premier League. We've not been doing particularly well, and I'm thinking that our only way into the Champions League this season could be by winning it. Welcome to Making Tottenham Hotspurs again. Hello and welcome to episode number 34 of Making Tottenham Hotspurs again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have the final two games of the season in the Premier League. First of all against Arsenal at home and then away to Brighton. If I do talk a bit funny today, it's because I've had a couple of teeth out and it's a little bit sore, so to speak. I have taken some tablets, but at the moment they're not kicking in, so we might have to resort to something else a little bit later on. Anyway, since you were last with us, we've continued our little dreary run. 0-0 against Liverpool in the last episode, 2-2 against Everton after doing all our substitution, and Reguilón getting injured meant we were down to 10 men, and obviously defensive lines were not up to their 100% coverage, and Everton took advantage of it. And then a 1-1 draw against Manchester City, which I suppose in the scheme of things, you know, against Manchester City, Erling Haaland up front. In fact, was he up front? Yeah, he was up front. In the scheme of things, you know, we weren't really in the game. They had 18 shots, 10 on target. We had 11 shots and 3 on target. We rode our luck a little bit. They scored through Fernandinho after 59 minutes. Bryan Gil getting the equaliser after 75 minutes. We will have a quick look at that game, and I think I've got my speaker still on because I've been doing some editing. Apologies for that. I should check all these things out before we move on. Here we go. Lo Celso, Harwood Bellis is injured. Not through Lo Celso's fault, of course, but he cut that back for Bryan Gil, who come on as a substitute, and he got that equaliser. So well done to him. There you go. He had a 7.4 when he come on, as you see. Not playing to our full potential. But as aforementioned, today we have two games for you. First of all, against Arsenal, and then against Brighton. We finished with Brighton last season, actually, and didn't do particularly well. Arsenal, we've lost last twice against them. Mind you, both of them at their place in the FA Cup quarter-final. 3-2 after extra time, and in the Premier League 5-2. So we need to do something different today. Prior to that, last season, is it last season? Oh no, that's this season. We've at their place it was a 1-1 draw, and then last season in the Premier League was a 4-2. In fact, no, they were both last season, weren't they? Where are we? Yes, they were both last season. So what am I talking about? Because they were virtually back-to-back games, weren't they, because of postponements and what have you. So they were back-to-back, beaten 4-2 at our place. We are at home today, so hopefully the omens with a home draw is good. And then we played Brighton, as I said, played them on the final day of last season, and we lost on that one 1-0. So far this season, we have beat them 4-1 at our place, but obviously today it's away, so who knows what's going to happen. Right, without any more to do, let's get into the episode and get these two games out of the way, see how we end up. Oh, having said all that, let's have a look where we are in the table. We're 5th in the table as it stands, and we're just outside of the Champions League spots. Having said all of that, we are a point adrift of Chelsea on 74.6 points available, of course, so 79 is the max. Having drawn that game with Manchester City and they've played the game in hand, they are now 4 points clear of us. So it's really only Chelsea, so we need to be watching Chelsea results. We need to basically just win both our games and then hope that Chelsea slip up somewhere and we can sneak a Champions League spot for next season. Anyway, Manchester United look like they are going to win it. 6 points available. They are, in fact, they have won it, I think. Oh, no. Liverpool have got an extra game, so they've got 9 points to play. So really, Manchester United win one of their last 2 games, they will be champions. Though it's a mathematical complication as it stands. Right, any more to do? Let's get on, as I say, into the game, into the episode and into the game. First up, Arsenal. And this is the team that's facing Arsenal for this one. Castile's in goal. Mahale, Romero, Upamecano and Saul are our defensive line. Lo Celso and Holzberg in midfield. Brian Gill comes in after that equaliser in the game against Manchester City. Ali in the attacking playmaker. Lucas Moura out on the right. Son takes Kane's role up front, mainly because Kane's not really been playing particularly well. But we are playing him as an advanced forward because he's not particularly good as a target forward. Lotutla, Sanchez, Dembele, Skip, Dyer, Bergwijn, Silva, Sessegnon and Kane are all on the bench. As you come back and join us, a synopsis of recent form. We've won 2, drawn the last 3, as we know. Arsenal, they've won 4 of their last 5, drawing 1. Playing very similar formation to us today. And as we know, they are tucked in behind us. A 6-pointer today. They can get all but catch us if they win. Or we can leave them behind if we win. And underway. Lo Celso with the corner. It's swung in. It's headed over, this time by Saul. Holzberg tries to get it through, but Tomiyasu cuts that one out. Romero heads down. Dele Alli. Dele Alli through to Son. Son makes the run round Ramsdale and he's scored his 24th goal of the season. 6 minutes on the clock. Might be 7, actually. Depends whether he's gone past 6 minutes. I'll check in a minute when he puts it through the net. Lovely move. And Dele Alli putting that one over the top. It is 6 minutes, actually. Just inside the 6 minutes. And Ramsdale was committed. Defence was not really on it. And we managed to put that one away. And we get that goal up. The only ones playing in this early slot, of course. Saul with a defensive throw in to Lucas Moura, who's picked up a yellow card. Saul crosses for Bryn Gill, but didn't get there. And Tomiyasu heads it down to Pepe. But Lo Celso's sort of tackled him, but it's still got away. Odegaard out wide now to Smith Rowe. Saul not competing with him. Oh, and Pepe headed that wide. Right in our luck a little bit. They have a advanced throw. Saka, Smith Rowe putting a bit of pressure on now. At the early, and we've seemed to have settled down and given up a little bit. Tomiyasu going to cross this. We've got to cut it in. And Pepe on the near post gets the equaliser. 25 minutes on the clock. And it was coming. We could see them starting to build themselves back into the game. And we will bar rate to the team in a minute. Mahale not really cutting him off. And Pepe, I think Saul was playing him on side, actually. Do a bit of berating. Not particularly happy with it. Has Saka with another throw. Odegaard. Smith Rowe, back to Odegaard. Upamecano trying to get in. Smith Rowe's in. Oh, saved by Castiles. And cleared by Mahale to Lucas Moura. I thought we were going to go on a counter-attack then, but no. And as you see, look, here are the stats. Arsenal climbing themselves back in. We haven't got any XG information, but I suspect we'll see that we were up there with Arsenal flat lining, and then all of a sudden they've got themselves back in it. I think they've got themselves back in the possession. Have they changed? They haven't changed formation or anything. What's going on here? What are we doing? Right. Oh, is it because our could be. Let's give this a bit more welly here. I think it could be. Yeah, I think we're not. Set the opposition instructions up properly here. And that could be our downfall. Hopefully that will mean that we can get never trigger a press. It's Tomiyasu, but I think what we're going to do is try and show him on the wrong foot. Right, hopefully those changes we've made there will sort things out for a bit. Stop them having the ascendancy right at the moment. Seems to have slowed them down a little bit for now. Going to go to half time, and it's going to be 1-1 at half time. Gives us a chance to recoup and have a word with the players and see if we can have a better second half. And we come back for the second half. Had a bit of a chat to the team. And it's almost like Arsenal have gone back into their defending deeply. Holzberg, Lucas Moura, Son. Lucas Moura finds Bringell. Puts it wide. You'd have had him put that one away, and that would have been 2-1, but missed. Arsenal, as you will see, their stats have stood still since we sort of blocked off their way through. 5 shots, 2 on target. We're still chucking lots of shots. Pretty much my 50% threshold is there, but we just not quite getting through, and I think it's probably time to make some changes. We've stopped. Let's have a look. Lucas Moura is tired out there. Minson. Do we take him off? Bring on Kane and change it to right. Lucas Moura is going to come off. I think it's Bergwijn is going to go on that right side. We're going to take Son off and bring on Kane, and we're going to change him to a target forward. On attack. Bergwijn is best as he can play any of these. We'll leave him as an inverted winger, I think. Bringell best as a winger. Right, we're not going to do our third change right now because we know how that bit us in the bottom last time. Don't let it bite us in the bottom a second time, hopefully. Away we go again. Lo Celso to Bergwijn. Lo Celso, Upamecano, Mahale. Holzberg, Upamecano. I notice they've done a change. Romero's picked up a yellow card. Holzberg, Kane, gentle build up. Bergwijn through to Saul. Saul will try and cross this in the box. Bergwijn inside, cut it back, and that super sub, Harry Kane's 26th goal of the season, gives us a 2-1 lead. 77 minutes to be fair, and it's worked so far. Bergwijn, it's a bit more like it. Kane on the volley. Well, he had to really put his foot up to get that, but it'll count, and we're all good. 22 shots, 10 on target. Right, let's just check the opposition because they have made some changes. And I think what we're going to do, just to make sure, is we're going to carry on as we were in making sure we keep tight control on them for now. You'll see that's what I meant. We were sort of doing well. Then Arsenal got back into it, but they flatlined. We're picking up a bit of momentum again now. Need to hang on to this. Right, let's carry on. They have a free kick. Odegaard. swings it in. It's headed clear. Bringill has picked it up. He's free. We're on a counter attack. Getting a few bodies up there now. He's gone out wide to try and allow everybody to get back up. Bergwijn tried to cross it, didn't get there. Hodgberg picks it up in midfield. Lakelso has gone all the way back to Casteels. Up and Meccano, Bill from the back again. Hodgberg, Bergwijn, Dele Alli, Bergwijn cuts it across for Lakelso, who's back out to Bergwijn, cut inside for Saul, and Saul puts it wide. Saul coming up on the attack. Very good. 18 minutes gone. Tavares throws into Odegaard. Hodgberg. And Lacazette. Gone out wide to Tomiyasu. Mahale must go out to him. He's not. Maitland-Niles. Tomiyasu. Maitland-Niles. Tomiyasu. Get rid of him. Oh, man. And it's into the arms of Casteels, who says thank you very much. And we're heading to that 85 minute when we'll do another change. Romero, Casteels. Oh, Casteels. Oh, man. All I can say, he was very, very lucky there. I'd like to think he had it covered, but I'm not going to say that. Right. Final changes. Very tired legs in the middle here, and I think it's one in the middle we're going to have to change. Do we take Hodgberg or Lakelso off? We're going to take Hodgberg off only because we're going to bring on Oliver Skip in the middle there. And hang on a minute. Was that a good move? Yeah. So what we're going to do is Skip will drop down into the defensive midfielder role on defend. Dele Alli is going to come back here. He's going to come back into this ball-winning midfielder role on support. And we will drop down to a balanced mentality. While we are here, we will check the opposition. Haven't made any more substitutions. They have indeed, just to confuse me even further. And we'll do our usual hard weaker foot, keep them in control if we can. Tactics, give team talk, pump fists. That make me proud. We're all good. Back underway. 4 minutes of injury time. Are we going to hang on to this? I think we might do. Yeah, all done. A 2-1 win then. Min Son after 6, Harry Kane after 77, Pepe getting the goal for them after 25. They did get a bit more for shots in that second half, only 1 on target, and I think that was the one that Castile saved actually. And we had 28 shots, 10 on target, 2.86 on the XG, 55% possession. It was a good game. How does that leave us in the table? We come back for the results as well, and you see Chelsea have beaten West Ham by 2-1. They left it late. They would have done us a distinct advantage had he not scored, whatever his name is, Badashil, a minute into injury time to save Chelsea's blushes. And as it is, they are up to 4th place, and we remain in 5th. It's all down to the last game of the season. We need to win it, as I said. And then it's all down to Chelsea. We'll have a look in a minute and see who Chelsea are playing for the final game of the season. So Manchester United have won. They beat Newcastle by 4-2. They are named as champions. Liverpool look like they're going to be second. In fact, they will be second. They've got 2 games to play. And Manchester City can't catch them as it is anyway. So that's where it's at. We have actually qualified now for the Europa League. So it's the one European competition we haven't played in. We've played it in the Conference League, the new one, the 3rd tier European thing. We are in the Champions League final this season. And the Europa League is guaranteed for next season. So that's how we go. Blackburn relegated. I think they were relegated well before that. Fulham and Burnley still in the drop zone. Right. going to pause again for a second. We're going to have a quick look at what the final day's fixtures are, and then we'll come back. In fact, can we do it from here? I think we probably can, actually. If we go, let's go there. Not that one. That's Liverpool's game in hand used up against Aston Villa. Here we go. Final games of the season. Chelsea play Burnley. We're gonna finish fifth. Can't get caught. We are gonna finish fifth. I can't see Chelsea losing that. To be honest, even if we beat Brighton, I can't see Chelsea losing, especially at home, to Burnley. So I think we're going to resign ourselves to a fifth place finish and just hope that, worst case scenario, we're in the Europa League next season. Right, without any more to do, second game of the episode then, we need to win it. It's against Brighton. Well, this is the team that's going to face Brighton in our final game of the season. But just to say before we go through the team, that what I hadn't noticed in that last set of results was that Burnley had beaten Manchester City by 1-0, which means that they could beat Chelsea. I mean, Manchester City are in second place at the moment, so who knows? Castells continues in goal. Mahel, Romero, Upamecano and Saul are defensive line. Lo Celso and Holzberg in midfield. Son back on the left. Ali and Lucas Moura are attacking midfield. Kane returns as the target forward up front. Latula, Emerson Royal, Dembele, Bergwijn, Sanchez, Brian Gill, Skip, Sessegnon and Silva are all on the bench. As the teams come out on the pitch, Frank Lampard is the manager at Brighton, I notice. And we are underway. We have a highlight from kickoff, which is always a bit of a worry. And it's Brighton that come away with the ball. But Kane has picked it up in a midfield. Dele Alli goes into the area. Kane pushed that ball back. The referee was in the way. I'm not quite sure where he's pushed it back to. Romero picks it up. And goes all the way back to Castells. Castells fires one forward, looks for Son, finds him. Dele Alli to Kane, who's gone out wide. Mahel. Lo Celso, Mahel. And Mahel has a shot. It's over the top. A couple of times Kane had visibility of goal, but didn't really have the chance to get a shot away. Our mark comes. Drop a bit of encouragement. Manchester United are beating Everton as it stands. Arsenal beating Leeds. Liverpool beating Bournemouth 3-1. Aston Villa 1-0 against Blackburn. And Chelsea are beating Burnley by 1-0, as expected. Mahel with the throw into Lo Celso. Mahel. All we need to do is win and worry about everything else from there. Romero, Holzberg, Upamecano, Romero. Burnley need to win in order to be safe. Lucas Moura, Saul, and nobody run onto that. Cucurella will play the ball forward. Saul heads it down, but only as far as McAllister. Brighton come forward. Saul again. McAllister again. Martial, Bissouma, Wilson, and Brighton having a lot of the open play. And PT Martial, but it's offside, I think. Martial looked as if he was in offside position. VAR will check it. And it is disallowed. Anthony Martial. There he is. Look, he's offside already. There he is. When the ball's played. Offside. If Lampete had gone forward a little bit more and played that back, he wouldn't have been offside. Mahel. Son. Dele Alli. Oh, we're not passing this ball today, are we? Really not. And they can build from the back again. They've already had the ball in the back of the net, and we need to stop them. It's gone out wide. Saul tidies up. Saul to Lucas Moura. Hodgberg. Saul. Dele Alli. Back to Upamecano. Hodgberg. Hodgberg looking for Son. Didn't find him. And that's... we're not finding the... Oh! Lo Celso being so casual. Trossard is in. Castells. Saves. Trossard. Looked Lodds on then to put that in the back of the net. Didn't. Takes the corner though. Brentford are beating Manchester City. Dele Alli. Kane. Lucas Moura. Hodgberg. Dele Alli can't get there. It's gone out for a goal kick. Had a few shots, but not got them on target in this first half. We've not had the height of possession either. They've done a job on us so far. We're in it, but we need to up the ante a little bit if we're to have a go at this in the second half. No changes that I'm aware of at half time. Just tweak things very slightly. Just try and get something. Minutes and nothing really happening at all. I think we're going to have to go attacking just really because we need to see if we can win this game. We have a free kick. Lo Celso with the free kick. Sanchez pushing the ball out for a corner. Let's hope the corner brings something. Son with the corner then. It's headed clear and Mahal is there. No, he's not. Mahal didn't get to it. Casually. This is almost like we've given up. Chelsea 3-1 up now against Burnley. Man City losing to Brentford. If we could win or get something with Manchester City losing, we could end up in the Champions League. It's 75 minutes. It's time for changes. Lucas Moura is injured. So we'll bring Steve Bergwijn on. Son is poor. So we're going to bring Brian Gill on. Just see if Brian Gill can pull something out of the locker. As we know he can. And we need him to do it more so today. Bergwijn. I'm just going to put them as wingers. Take Kane back as a target forward for now. Right, who else needs a bit of a nudge? I think we're going to leave it at that in a minute. Mahal has not had a good game out there. Last few games, he's been a bit lackluster, to say the least. Don't really have anybody. Ryan Sessegnon could play out there, I guess, but let's do that for the moment. Dunk with a free kick. Moda. And Kane wins the ball. Brian Gill. Kane's up for it. Mahal has picked up a yellow card, but not to worry about that. Dele Alli. Dele Alli out wide looking for Bergwijn. Bergwijn, can he get across it? And he can, but it's poor cross and headed almost out for a corner, but Upamecano, Hodgberg, Bergwijn. We have another go. Saul. Come on, Saul. Get the cross in. But Sanchez was not having any of it. Manchester City losing, we could really do with a win. It's in our hands and very disappointing if we don't. Bergwijn crosses. It's in! Harry Kane with his 26th of the season. And with 84 minutes on the clock, we have got our nose in front. Saul is tired. It might be Emerson Royal coming on for the last few minutes. Kane on his head from Bergwijn. And, wow, what a game. Right, we're going to go back to positive. We're going to go here first. Tactics. Nicholas Saul is tired. Emerson Royal can come on for him at the back. Just check the opposition. They have made changes. And what we need to do is we need to iron them out before we do anything else. Let them back in the game at all. We have a corner. Oh, no, we don't. We did have a corner, but it was going nowhere. Right. It's 91 minutes. We've got 5 minutes of injury time. We are going to do our usual. Holzberg. What do we put the Kelso? Who's going to be the best defensive midfielder here? Defensive midfielder. Defend. Them two over. Nothing in it, I don't think. In fact, nothing in that position. Dali Ali in there as a ball-winning midfielder. Confirm the changes. And it's time to get ourselves sorted through to the end of the game. Dele Alli to Mahale. Another goal now would just wrap it up. Lo Celso. Kane. Kane to Bergwijn. Oh, we've suddenly gone. And Bringale gets his 5th goal of the season. For some reason, we've gone to players with all black on. I'm not quite sure what's gone on. But obviously something's got glitched. That's all that glitches. And I think having switched our kit has confused the goalkeeper. And Bringale makes it 2-0. And that pretty much will be it. We have secured that win. 18 shots, 7 on target. 51% possession. 6 shots, 1 on target for Brighton. I will put that down as tactical genius as opposed to anything else, because we didn't look as if we were in it for long chunks of that game. But we managed to pull a 2-0 off. Question is, what has happened in the Manchester City game? We'll find out. Well, disappointment all the way round. I know we left it late. Kane on 84. Bringale 5 minutes into injury time to make it 2-0. But so did Manchester City. 2 goals from Erling Haaland, 88 minutes and 5 minutes into injury time. It would have been a draw, and in which case they literally scored the same time as Bringale got our second. And had that not happened, we still wouldn't have gotten because well, actually, would have got Chelsea on goal difference. Chelsea would have missed out, I think, on goal difference. No, they wouldn't. It would have been Manchester City. We'd have still got us on goal difference. In a galling 1 goal would have made all the difference. Chelsea beating Burnley 3-1 in the end. So Burnley are relegated. So those going down, Fulham, Burnley and Blackburn. Newcastle survive. So, yeah, that's annoying. It come down to the last one. All we did was, as I said at the start of this episode, we had to win both our matches, which we did without any problem at all. And that's how it has left us. Right. If I can go back one, I'm going to go back one, just have a final look at the table in its glory. Man United, top champions on 89 points. Same as us last season, I think. Liverpool second on 84. Manchester City third on 80 points. Chelsea fourth on 80 points. Then come ourselves in fifth on 79 points. Then Arsenal sixth on 72. And a big drop then to West Ham, seventh on 58. And Aston Villa just outside the European places on 55 points. That means we will be playing Europa League football next season. We haven't played in that competition yet, so we've got that competition to come. Right, without any more to do, let's have a look. Our final game of this season is a Champions League. We'd still be in the Champions League, boys and girls. We could still be in the Champions League. Bayern Munich in the Champions League final at their place, because for some bizarre reason they've got through to the final, and the stadium that has been chosen for it is the Stadium Marchand, or Munich Stadium. And of course it is their home ground, so they have home advantage. Who thought that one up? Anyway, we've got it all to do. We'll see. We'll come back for that one in the final episode of this particular season. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of Making Tottenham Hotspurs again, currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel, new series, all the rest of it, follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. I thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. See you for the next episode, which is our Champions League final against Bayern Munich, episode 35. It's out on Friday. Until then, goodbye.